recommendations of the ninth disaster preparedness, environmental management and security committee meeting of the Diego Martin Regional Corporation held on Thursday, August 7, 2014 at 2:25 p.m. at the Corporation's chambers in the Common Dress for the reception.
Can I please have a second from someone who is at the meeting? Councillor Solomon, thank you. So 3 minutes, page 1. Page 2. Councillor, who you at that meeting? Councillor. Repeat, can I get a councillor who is at the meeting? Councillor, no. Thank you. Solomon, no problem. It's a long page. Page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5.
Page 5, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to highlight on the item 5.
Page 6. Page 7.
Page 7, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to highlight item number 12 and 13.
Okay. Page 8. Page 9.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to highlight item number 20.
Okay. Page 10. Before we end up with the Vice Chair, Councillor Solomon stated that he was in the budget. Yes, he's saying yes. Alright, so there's a public signing up. Alright, so Councillor, go ahead.
Chairman and CEO, members of council, members of administration. I have the honor to present you the reports and recommendations of the 9th disaster preparedness, environmental management and security committee meeting of the Diego Martin Regional Corporation held on Thursday, August 7, 2014 at 2:25 p.m. at the Corporation's chamber at the above address with corrections and highlights for its adoption.
Can I please have a second, Councillor Solomon? Okay, that's it. Maria, on your feet, you can stand one time.
Chairman and members of council, I have the honor to present to you the reports and recommendation of the 9th Sport, Youth and Culture Committee meeting of the Diego Martin Regional Corporation held on Thursday, 8th of August 2014 at 3:20 p.m. at the Corporation Chambers at the above address for its reception.
Is that already date as well? Set our calendar by that date. Can I have a second of who is there? Page 1, page 2, page 3.
Page 3, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to highlight item number 5.
Page 4.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, as well on page 3 of the pencil, I would like to make correction, DMRC, and of the pens, DMRC.
Page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7. Councillor Solomon.
Chairman and members of council, Madam CEO, members of staff, I have the honor to present the reports, recommendation, of the 9th Sport, Youth and Culture Committee meeting of the Legal Martin Regional Corporation held on Thursday, 8th of August 2014. Sorry, 7th of August 2014 at 3:20 p.m. at the Corporation Chambers at the above address for its adoption with correction.
Can I please have a seconder? Dr. Lewis, thank you. These minutes have not been adopted. And final committee, Councillor Alonso.
Mr. Chairman, CEO, members of council, members of staff, I have the honor to present to you reports and recommendations of the 9th Events, Public Relations, Fundraising and Business Development Committee meeting of the Legal Martin Regional Corporation held on Thursday, August 7, 2014 at 3:45 at the Corporation Chambers, 17th to 18th Legal Martin Main Road, Legal Martin, 27.
Can I please have a seconder, someone who attended on this? Minutes. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, Councillor Mendes.
Page 4, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to highlight item 4.
Page 5, page 6, page 7. Councillor Alonso.
Chairman, CEO, members of council, members of staff, I have the honor to present to you the reports and recommendations of the 9th Events, Public Relations, Fundraising and Business Development Committee meeting of the Legal Martin Regional Corporation held on Thursday, August 7, 2014 at 3:45 the Corporation's Chambers, 17 to 18 Legal Martin Main Road, Legal Martin. There's a adoption with highlight.
Can I please have a seconder? Thank you. These minutes have now been adopted. Alright, we've got through all the minutes and they've been adopted. Now go to other public business. The floor is open. Councillor Song.
Yes, let me read the first stand up, Chairman, on behalf of the Legal Martin LP Bossa #1. I'd like to wish the whole of Trinidad and Tobago firstly a happy Independence Day soon to come as we celebrate. What year is it? 52. Just testing you out, very good. 52 years of independence. I'd also like to congratulate the Legal Martin Regional Corporation on its addition of 2 members of staff, Ms. Ali Mayu and Ms. Kendall. So I think this is our first staff meeting having them. Also, congratulations on the Legal Martin Regional Corporation Cultural Show. And I would like to say a farewell to a young lady who has worked assiduously since she came in, Karina. I would like to say farewell to her. I did work along with her with India, the UK. She did go part and did that very well. I'd also like as a corporation that we develop a renewed passion for cleaning the communities. And I said it at last meeting, and I would say it again, because somehow I don't see the collection of garbage as such a difficult task. However, I am seeing many of the garbage collectors are doing a very haphazard work, because sometimes when you pass, and if you should walk right behind them, you observe that a lot that's supposed to be collected is not collected. And I think this has a lot to do with those persons who are vested with the simple responsibility of just ensuring that things are done and things are done properly. And I would ask that the persons who are in charge of the health department look particularly at the Dundonald Hill area, Bellevue area, as where we have the trash trucks. And even in the side where I was speaking to a gentleman, so he found out that I have control of that particular portion of the district, is that we need to do a lot more. We need to also discuss with individuals as to how they dispose of things in the waterways. I was called out twice this week where individuals have cut down trees and left it in the waterway. And I don't know what we can do as a corporation if we have to send around correspondence and talk to persons. We have to have a health campaign. But a lot is left wanting in these particular areas. I would also like to touch on the issue of irregularities as it comes to the building structures and building code and persons that are operating without any approval, especially for the areas of Stevens Road, Breeze Road, Perigold Road, and along that lower Marval area. What seems to be happening, a lot of persons are just doing as they feel, and because of such, a lot of calls are coming into my office for better practices. And I would like the corporation, if we act as the chairman always say, proactive in how we operate. If we have to drive through and we observe that people are putting up structures, we don't wait until these structures are completed before we act, that we act in advance. Understand that we act in advance because I can understand who I come from a part of the community that is, we don't really care much about who built here or who built there because people just want to live. I don't understand individuals who spend their money to have a residential area and who spend millions of dollars to live in comfort and able to do that because somebody say that they will make some money or just build aside it. And we could remember that situation happened in Woodbrook. Woodbrook was once residential, but today it becomes sort of a metropolis. So I'm asking that the Martin Regional Corporation look into it and I will do something. And again, I want to wish members of staff, the Martin Regional Corporation, a happy independence and remind them to come out to Bellevue on Saturday where we will be having our Independence 7th year Independent Family Day. And let's have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Latush, your opinion is kind of warm. Okay, I don't know what the EC is saying. Alright, go ahead, floor is open. Follow my hands.
Mr. Chairman, I just would like to say that I'm not excited as my colleague Ben was here. I remember when it was 10th and I was exciting independence was already exciting in the country. Parade. It should be exciting in the country. It seems like this 2014 year August month to this year, I hope it won't get worse. It's the worst month we've ever seen, probably in our lifetime. So this August month here, we started off with that life sport fiasco. We ended in the middle with the constitution reform with that bad legislation that I don't support. And then on Tuesday or Wednesday, to add insult to injury, we heard about the legislation now with $10 million per constituency, and I hope it didn't miss the path through local government politics. That is a disaster waiting to happen. And you know, and that's why I reason that I'm not so excited about this August independence and why we will get a holiday and this will play whatever summer happen. I'm really not so excited about it. In this August month, three persons was killed by police, whether they right in the mechanism, I don't know. A father and son was killed. On the same day, the Constitution Reform Bill was going to Parliament. In India, they found some cocaine, originated from Trinidad. And in New York, they also found cocaine, originated from Trinidad. And while it's not a table man, so I would really like to celebrate independence. But every day for this August month, that we see one bad something after the other. And I would also like to say with this bad legislation, if you call out the MP might sound good because they might have an MP and you can't even want to. For me, example, if I have an MP, they will call me every month. Yeah, because two persons are just in my here and recording. The term fixed date for general election. This is one election. We don't want it to last 5 years. Since 1 year, we was hoping that election day could come. So that fixed 5-day fixed date for election revenue attract me. And then we come to the runoff. If you win the 625 majority, in the first instance, it wasn't going to be able to swear in as a couple. But they changed that now and said, okay, if we want to have the clear majority, we'll get to swear it, then we do the runoff. I just want to say about this runoff and this ballot legislation that I am here today. I'm able to stand here and talk in this council today because of that legislation. Also, prior to this 2010 election, we had 2 aldermen for corporation. And the same government went all around the place and bringing this proportional representation. And it's 4. Mr. Chairman, I could get some. We have 4 aldermen in this corporation too much. And I am one of them too much. I don't know what to admit that the other person too much. I am one of them too much. You understand? So it's bad legislation, but you know, as I was saying, I'm so much trying to say earlier. I can't sing it, so I ain't going to sing it. You know, Ephesians 13 tells us, we are for put on the whole hand that he will be able to stand in the truth. And having done all, we'll stand. And I'm going to do this.
Poster open है by the way.
Mr. Chairman, I'm really standing to thank members of council for coming out and supporting me with their building. I really want to thank you all. I think and I saw you all. I felt that. And to those of you who gave me presents, some of you have given me some presents that you never I will never forget the jail. I'll never forget the gifting. But I want to thank all of you for coming out.
So, you need to share what I present. I think Alderman Simon, you should speak after that. Go ahead, floor is open. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I know I may be referring that when I say part of it.
Hold on. You want to say it? You have a seat?
Mr. Chairman, I have been asking for quite some time as to where we are at, where we are going, you know, where farmer turning point is concerned. And Mr. Chairman, I am asking again today where we are at, where farmer turning point is concerned. Mr. Chairman, also, I would like to highlight the fact that today, the statutory meeting takes this council 2013-2016 to 1/3 of our term today. So we have covered 1/2. This is our 10th statutory meeting. And just a while ago, every time a committee report and recommendation has been adopted, Mr. Chairman, you stated that this has been adopted. And every month, for the past 10 months, we have adopted minutes and we have adopted recommendations. How many of those recommendations and adoptions have been actually carried out? Mr. Chairman, Rich Plain. I have highlighted Rich Plain and the issues in Rich Plain and the fact that corporation workers has not come into Rich Plain in the past 2 years for whatever reason. And since Trinidad and Tobago has gotten wind of this chickpea virus, in the region of Diego Martin, Rich Plain is the hardest hit. We have gone into double figures. We have 20-something confirmed cases in Rich Plain. And as the doctor said this morning in coordinating, We do not know who else will be confirmed because they have stopped taking blood tests. Once they come with aches and pains, it's because they are checked. Mr. Chairman, I have asked the corporation to allow me to achieve what to get what all other districts have gotten in this corporation. We had our hands-on deck program where workers down here too from different departments went into various areas to do some cleanup, not just of the regional drains, but of the ministry drains. The district of Kobe Richland did not benefit from that program. The teams from Kobe Richland were part of that program, but the district of Kobe Richland did not benefit from that program. Richland is infested with chickpea virus. Health Department has advised the councillor and the corporation that 10 workers in Richland for 15 days to clean up Richland. Councillor of Kobe Richland came to this house and she asked that we hire 10 workers from Richland for 15 days to help clean up Richland. And Mr. Chairman, that has not happened. I remember the last time I was in this council, before we were voted in 2010, we had a disaster in Liverpool. So by the time we came into council, there was a disaster, but just about a couple of weeks before. And then in 2011, we had another disaster. And then in 2012, we had the worst one. And I remember standing in this said chamber in 2011, complaining and stating that if we had a disaster in 2010 and no infrastructure was taken care of, then what's going to happen in 2011? 2011 came, we had a disaster. And then 2012 came and it was the worst. And I remember keep saying, and then Prime Minister then came to Richland and promised what she was doing and so on. And I remember keep saying, if we do not fix that infrastructure, things are going to be terrible in Richland. And in 2012, we lost our life in Richland. And that's separate. Mr. Chairman, I am standing here again on behalf of the residents of Richland and this chickpea virus that has taken over Richland, which will eventually reach the end here because we have no cleaning going on in Richland. And I am asking that this corporation do something about putting in the 10 workers for 15 days in Richland so they will benefit from the program that the rest of the region did. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, about 3 weeks ago, the one orphanage in the region asked us to help them a simple task. The one home of orphans, of children that has no parents in the region, asked us to help them with a simple task. And up to yesterday, I went back to the home and I have been trying to get the technical unit to come out and help with this home. And nothing has been done on behalf of this region, of this corporation. I think sometimes, and I think this week was one of those weeks that I am tired. I am really, really exhausted and tired because the response of the corporation, and I was tempted this morning when Councillor Long started to speak, but I didn't want to say it in coordinator. But we, as the governing body of the region, we are accepting too much. We are not working on behalf of our purposes. We are not ensuring that we take care of the people that we have the responsibility of taking care of. We had Ministry of Health come in and spend an hour and a half talking about it should be virus. We probably had 5 residents there. And that was the end of it. We have not done anything else in the region to let our businesses be aware of the danger that they're in. We haven't done anything. And it saddens me to see that day in, day out, we come here, month in, month out, we come here, talking, shuffling papers, but nothing is happening out there. Because for 2 years, the corporation has not intervened in Rich Place. And I came up with a solution as a councillor. It was voted on, it was vetted, it was agreed, it was resolved, and it still hasn't been carried through. And week after week, we get 3 and more cases that should be in Rich Place. So, John, I am disheartened. I am asking that as the government body, and I keep saying that phrase all the time, and I don't think we realize how important it is. We are the government body. If we don't put things in place out there to be done, it will not be done. I am asking again, as the government body of the region, that we realize that this 2013-2016 till we're coming a third of it, and we need to sit on it. Not just as a council, but as regional government. And I want to agree with the Alderman where independence is concerned in Trinidad and Tobago. And I even want to say that those of us who are accustomed going to participate for parade, we boycott it this year. That is not an independent region. I thank you.
Thank you. Chef. Luis Lopan.
Mr. Chairman, when I come here at Statutory Meeting, I realize this is not like this issue like this. Other than that, it was something you would listen to the council. Because at the end of the day, one of the things, Mr. Chairman, is that they are report to the CEO, and the CEO, and the CEO. I want to know. The CEO was to get all the things.
Also, I think I saw one with that talking with the daughter in the she had to take off. But I totally agree with you.
I apologize for personal skill because you see when you're somebody and you know that everything happening to you. At the end of the day, when you move on, some of the officers will report that other officers say that they will see the face. And all I really want to do is one corporation, one people. You know, and that's why I don't really say that at this stage to be the one people or if you listen to the because we have somebody at the not at the skills. Because at the end of the day, we talk and most here, everybody will come to the comment. I would like to come and before. And most of the ways that is supposed to come to such I can tell you, as well as that. So some is why I sign up with such a one, I pray for the prophet. Because you see nothing. But you come with such a man always. Mr. Chairman, because I was not the PM. You know, we have concerned the PM. No problem with that, we do whatever we can do. But still nothing of PMA. I don't know who will write, who will follow, as much as the council have been doing before. Nothing any. Mr. Chairman, will, as I call on Mr. Chairman, we didn't employ back because the figures for me, and the employees are getting paid before the end of this fiscal year, so we know we understand any new budget. So we learn that. So then we get the rush to the overtime, we will come out with a holidays, a weekend, triple time, 4 times, sometimes. See what employment, see what employment back to, but that is done long before. What is the outcome of that? Mr. Chairman, we start waiting for the answer balance. I don't want to pay how much money, how much deal for someone. It seems as if they don't mention it, they will be yes. Even the other reports in the field, you get the answer, still looking and spend by the time they say something. Then even me as a councillor and a chairman, the councillor, we don't need to get any money. And we need money to do this in the region. Mr. Chairman, I know that councillors here are trying because someone when I come, you know what agency that decided to have that. They can't look in my area because I get food. They can go on me. And that is a big experience of people. This is serious thing. I just tell them call my office and I will go with them because if I workers when I call in the two people in my area, master and tech, two police, and then telling them to come in the whole area to go to the thing to say. And so I can't take that because I know that you want to do this, we will kill me and we will come. And this is what the agency coming and telling us, all right, let's take a look. We have to get police. And the workers working on ourselves every day by me. Yeah, when workers on ourselves working on the forest, right on the street, and that's saying no for the cases, but I say, call me, I can do that. And this is the excuse. Why they calling the police? Because someone has to kind of move on such a but I'm not stating messages. I hope that life is if you are already convinced because when I hear I feel convinced don't take me to see. Mr. Chairman, we developed it as this area. We know certain things not in any area because these type of potential things not working their interest. We come to solution where we hire some workers to do things within the district. I don't know in our plan, but I think we should go along with that. Let's say go to that and we have money to spend in our district. We are not on my 10,000 now. I'm going to get 16,000 budget and we are so if we can't get anyone who comes to the district to do money, what we have to spend in the district, how will we get it? I want to say that answer that how we supposed to get it work done. So let's give money in transfer that to spend in other districts. I don't know if I want to do that. I want that person today. So we can't get workers to go in maybe COVID, maybe Canada, maybe Popuri, so we can't do nothing. Project on a hold. And then take over, trying in the area, more than like a song. We need to sing that song. So given the whole aspect, we don't know flooding disaster that is actually true. Yeah, praise God. But we are chicken bone here, that is a disaster. And we send a team of workers inside of the team, a team program to show let it for the believe it have hope. Send two truck back and say, bring out whatever. Yeah. You know, you send two back a team of the country place. We can have nothing. That is a disaster. That is what we're supposed to be doing. They're competent on that. That's what I'm waiting for solution. I have this here for me. All you have to do is get cheap, get a back on a truck, and just send two flyers out there and educating people, whatever, or break or have the tires and working, because we know that. And when we see that we're doing something, you will wait until we try to do that. That's all. We're not doing nothing, right? Because we shall not say not doing nothing. Because any day I look about it, we will see. I only say to people that understand that to be in our crisis, the 75 cases are not spread. That's what we hear anymore. One case. Because I can't manage their praying, but everybody is praying because I are safe. I just say no, prayer much. I don't want to go back here, but I believe she will get someone to express. And I believe she will answer her before because she doesn't answer her. But I'm sure just keep the last point I want to go back. After the multi-crisis in which they put. Where public health is by that 2 teams, cannot update the team here with 2 trucks and a tractor. And just show the people that they are willing to assist in whatever or break up this because that is a disaster here. And I have solution for public health just on me. I will find that they through the CEO. Because everything has to go through the CEO. So what I'm CEO, as a council in council, with all the rest of colleagues, I will like public health and when get 2 or 3 teams, backers, people who go there and warm the area because of the rubbish and choose our 4 trucks open the area and then we will spray. That is all. And people will say yes, they don't have to let us say this. Why we can't do that? They don't require what kind of money on them seal. They just have it. They can't tell what it is. And after a very long time, I say, we just sit down and wait till we come on chicken virus, then you have come back, then you have the lot of virus. And it's simple, you know, that could be done. I think that tomorrow it can be done another reason. We used to be on the board and see you. The board is going on with the volunteer and we can touch it. But what I'm saying, we come from saying we sit on the after them, we talk about getting another record. And we keep the that button because I've been COVID internationally. I don't want to call that area before that. And just to get a record, when the police export, they begin time unless I'm going to do it before. We did that before, Madam CEO, and it was board here. We put on collected at the 35 and we back the record on the very after. So it was done by the same location too. So it's more concerned this. So why we staying so long to just get a record? After I know one, to just go out there and move it and then only get money to back. I can understand that. So meeting after meeting, we talk about this is so called record. And what's what this is? Your record was to get here. You know? And I'm saying too long and the time of the one I'm saying no. When you show any meeting, we get no result because all the officers don't know what kind of knowledge that will be true. I don't know if you really get any message you will get. So sometimes when counselors speaking, I don't like to get the expression move with comes. And I mentioned to them, and I'm saying you have this 2 year long because they can't move in real because crack to the part. I'm not mentioning that one, I don't know about it. And when you say the operation team is not going in these areas to work, and we have allocation to work within our district. So therefore, our money must be aside, go within the district and the school. We have to have a solution where we will hire workers within the community to perform the work of all workers, care for their life, I don't know, to the right to work. So work in these areas. So what we're supposed to do in the area of pull back our projects because our workers can't go there because of the reason to owners. And we stole everything. And our areas are being declined. And then the state becomes I want answers on these things. I will know how to go about treating areas that they see is a prime spot. And agency doing that too, no Madam CEO. They come here and they say they can't go in and it's not good. Can they tell me? Right? And I tell them that all the workers in Master they don't care. Right on the same people are like, wow, and they can't fix it. And telling me it happened, I say, but I think what all of the workers in the world actually people came Master and doing that like this. So if I want to use them, police can. I tell them police, I love police. I can't tell them that no, I don't see it because you don't get it to the work. To each other. And I'm sure, as we go on and on and we say independence, we all looking for the grand independence. This independence might be so perfect as we don't see today. But independence can be coming back to the unity of the talk to because we don't follow freedom of speech, freedom of congregation, freedom of association, and I to celebrate the time of times. Together we aspire to be together with you, and I really want to deal with this thing and see you. But you know what the time this thing they just say no one else here, they will go to cheer no one and say, okay, we'll try something, then look with them, that's all. But it cannot be going on so and see you, so many places, not to meet everybody else, everybody to the guy food. It comes away from me. Nothing. I only come from
Yeah.
So you really had to move people back and I really like this say don't at least when now this I didn't call me and I appreciate all that thing. We had to find solution because I want to say so you know I don't see it. We don't get no better roads I don't come to Thailand because what can happen for me?
Yeah.
Because I plan I will just come 10 times to fix all the 9 major problems. One thing I say, okay, what was that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm feeling all the school. You want to go to the come here? You know they have to get. Well, that's the end I'm saying that illegal structure is something that takes place now. and the population is moving field pace. You know, they're working on a field pace. You know, acquiring land banding, field pace. Buying properties that can the region, field pace. No policy, no direction, no money. When I say 2 years, when I see currently having good allocation in population, the vast talent is getting good. There is a park, a turning point, a field, everything. So why we can right now, today, in the next minute to say that ministry are looking for funding to acquire 4 pieces of land within the area they won't develop the home actually. Why we can't do something out of the action, or we can do something for the region? You understand what I'm saying? You know, when I'm saying something, why not watching that? We know we don't have the local to really go and see them. But why, as our population, we don't make the first step and say that each premises, everybody must clean from their premises and keep the premises clean. Otherwise, they can't find $200. Let them take it up on the time. We can't do nothing when I see you. We can enforce a law like that to the region, for the Spain of the Union kind of thing. We can say that the government a person from the child or because we don't have it from the property clean. And if we are finding $300, nothing what I'm saying. We just go there like the rainfall.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Professional.
So I'm saying, just come to me with analysis, fabulous constraints. I am here to assess. I know Gina has to assess. I want to have a lot of colleagues to assess. I want to see how to continue. And how to make it move. Because if we don't cover, I'm not going to take up the research. But we think that's not
Thank you. Consultator is will answer when it's a time to talk. After that spirited and passionate presentation, floor is still open. Then it can be for the council, Council Alonso.
Mr. Chairman, in speaking about the celebration of the 52nd independence anniversary, I know that Alderman Hines is talking about not really being optimistic about what is going on in the country. And then I extend I share with you in a different way. In the sense that you have to look at the glass and see that it is half full rather than half empty. And we have to look at the things in our district that are growing, developing, thriving, and successful. And over the course of the meetings this morning, we talked about quite a few of them. Rats, mosquito, tires, garbage, bush, administrative problems, unemployment. These things are growing and thriving in our region. We are concentrated. Look at the things that were successful from the 52nd anniversary. And when we look at the fact that we have concentrated on the flooding danger that we felt there was flooding department concentrated on that. And we have to a great extent dealt with that and eradicated that. So we have to change our focus now. And I would like to put it to you, Mr. Chairman, that we change our focus and develop some secret strategy, including media conferences, including public awareness of the problems that we have in the area as we celebrate this 52nd anniversary. And we do have serious problems. This chikungunya virus that I have gotten, right? And I have to apologize for not being able to attend your 50th party because I was stuck with sickness and pain. Right? But again, it is for me, we must change our focus. And just as we have focused on the flooding, and just as we've been successful, I think we now need to focus on chikungunya because nobody is talking about it. I have been told at the last meeting that they have stopped reporting the cases. They're not getting back their blood tests because in Bigger Martin, they don't know chikungunya. And we need to focus on it the same way we put our efforts on the flooding. We need to put our efforts on what is going on in the society. Hearing the reports of the people here, the areas are all over infested with rats. Those are the things that are going and celebrating and successful in the country and in the region. Mosquitoes all over. There's no way anywhere in the district we don't have a problem with mosquitoes. That we don't have a problem with garbage collection, that we don't have a problem with administrative problem. Push! The fact that we no longer have that open house scheme is a serious problem. And what is happening now that in the empty lots, we're throwing tires in. so that you can't see it between the worship desires and the mosquitoes breathing inside. And again, I'm appealing as again, yes, we want to celebrate the 52nd independence, but I would like us to focus on the same way our efforts are successful regarding the planning of controlling it. We should focus on chicken unit, we should focus on problems we have into the second and third quarters of it. And again, in that mode, I would like to extend my best wishes to all of you, the council, the CEO, members of staff, members of the council, on celebration of the 52nd.
Thank you. Madam CEO.
To address one of the issues to council status concerns about what can be done to cause people to think in front of their faces. In fact, from all the public education thing that go through my mind that we should get people to become more conscious of feeling. And I keep saying, and it's a statement that I made earlier, that is one of the two important things in our space that the people that are around us really treat the environment. And the clean places and right after duty again. But one of the things that could be, and council, this is the council's responsibility really, guided by the courts, CEO and other specific program heads, with the implementation of bylaws and the legal and individual corporation is it the current bylaws. If that is the way that you want to go, revisit the bylaws and the function of the authority to implement bylaws. And if that is not the way that we seek them to go, that's one of the things that we can look at. Look at what bylaws we have in place with the individual corporation, and probably we can start to have them enforced or they need to be revisited, something like that. The matter of the record is one of the equipment that the corporation is going to acquire, and it has is being acquired at this point in time to the in this financial year. So I would want to believe that a lot of the valuation committee has already started to meet, and I'm not sure this has been already awarded or if it is to be awarded, but it's something that's going to be considered with respect to the economy because very short. In listening to the evidence from councillors later, I think one of the things that we have to do is to study the public of the market. Public awareness probably sometimes be an aggressive campaign of public awareness, letting people know and instead of citing information, people know that there's a high incidence of chikungunya or whatever kind of issue that we individually have to take responsibility or environment or what homes are not doing or what homes and things like that. I'm really having a meeting with the public health department shortly with respect to the garbage collection, and I have to note the hazard way that garbage collection is being done. So I'm going to definitely take the public health and some of these debating for us and the versions that the public health department can do. And let us see how we can do some of these. But I think a lot of it is consciousness. People have to be more conscious of the environment. And because I haven't been inside my house, how my neighbors this and that kind of thing. Yes, we do have some responsibility in that way, but I think some of it should be residents of the area being more cognizant of the environment and of the people. As the CEO chairman, you want to years of the council and staff, I want to say happy 52nd anniversary. I am taking note that it's going to be a happy time. You can make it a happy time individually and collectively as a regional corporation. And with that, so I want to wish everyone happy 52nd anniversary. Our forbearance fought hard for us to reach
Corporate Secretary.
My stance on nuclear well, first is which staff and the council are talking members. I think we might not be as patent and presence like we still have got some opportunities and rights and privileges that some that I have. Second, some of the I'm also happy to announce in my notes about a first food scholarships. And coming out of that, I would like to thank those supported her in her quest. Last of all, I would like to announce that this is my last statutory meeting. I'm not in corporation, but I'm contract said so that I can get 2 weeks notice. So I can use this Monday. So I will be leaving in the next 2 weeks. It has been a very interesting time. I've been mentioning the government, some of you may know I've been here for the past 6 years. I've been here from the beginning of February 2010, and previous to that, I was a PNP. So I will be leaving. It was a pleasure knowing you. Some of you more of a pleasure than others. But I thank you for the time. I thank you for the lessons I've learned. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Professor. You will be really missed. I want to officially state that we have had a good relationship from the one before, even swearing in and so on. Used to Councillor Latouche, and from there we really worked well together. I want to wish you the best, especially your daughter. I know that's a big stepping stone. I know Alderman Mary Armand as well, son just went to University abroad on a tennis scholarship. Give him a round of applause as well. A lot of talent there, and I'm assuming soon Councillor Lewis' son will be doing the same goalkeeper for QRC in the court. So you're doing very, very good, and I hope Councillor Latouche's sons do the same as they're doing very well in their track. Pretty soon it should be high jump, right? You should be getting the same. So all the hard work has paid off. You have done a really good job as parents. Keep up the good work. I know people could follow suit. I hear that comment, but I don't. Also, I want to officially recognize Councillor Mendez as well, who also has 2 daughters who have been accepted into university. So we have Richard Mendez there. Congratulations. So we seem to be doing some things right and something positive. I just want to end off. I'll be brief. I think the meeting went well. We'll go on meetings today. In terms of the bills that are being passed now, I would just like to say officially in speaking to the council members that the Tigomati Regional Corporation Council totally rejects the entire bill that is being passed. Hopefully not passed today. I know for those who have been following, it's supposed to have a final vote today. The council officially rejects it. We totally reject the $10 million with the MPs was through the local government was brought up before, and they're trying to sneak it in again this round. Right? In terms of what is going on in the country now, while it is our independence and while there's a lot of sour negative going on, I don't want to go into much to the politics of things, but the people of Diego Martin, when you're the councillor state, we talk about people coming to us, people coming to the Orland and the councillors especially. You could give them the word, they're coming for more. It's not their fault. I think people really honestly look to us as a vessel of hope in a hopeless society. I think they have totally given up on the government. I think they're totally young people. When you hear young people speak of what's going on in the parliament and the examples, the negative examples that is being set, where white collar crime is people are getting away, people are being extradited, laws are being changed to facilitate those not to be extradited, whereas the young poor, and I can easily say black majority youth are being arrested, locked up for killed by the police for absolutely no reason at all. So we have to stay strong in the negativity that we swim in now and try to be the vessel of hope. I think this council is here because of that. 10 months ago, people saw that this was the only vessel, this team was the only vessel to do that. And while we may be feeling down, while we may be feeling that after today's proceeding, I mean, we're still praying and hoping that it doesn't happen, that more than ever now, that the people of the Gomati, people of Trinidad, will be looking towards us. And that's why I think Councillor Slater was so passionate, CEO, because without you all, we can't deliver. So we don't want to be old talking to getting old talk from central government. We do want to, I know you're trying, but if you notice most of the complaints, and in my period of time here, and Mr. Joseph, Dr. Jacket are saying it, majority of the problems is under health. Check feed, flooding, cleaning, garbage collection, all the things that Councillor Alonso spoke of. If you make the list, they all fall under health. And again, I'm not putting all the blame on your leader, because I personally find it ludicrous that we only have 70-something workers in health. I know you all have written, I know you all have requested. Yes, we have problems with supervision. Yes, we have problems with management. Yes, we have problems with budgets. But when you work on the ratio, we really per square mile for the population of 110,000 people, we really do have enough people. That being said, the little that we have, we really need to be on top of them and manage them better. Right? As I always bring up the figure of penalty bay. They have 38,000 people, yet they have 1,000 workers, of which they have almost 300 in health. We have 110,000 people, we only have 600 workers, and only 70-something in health. So it's either the politics playing, as you know, penal and those areas getting everything. They're doing proper representation at the local government level and getting what they want. I don't know if this is a recent thing within the last 4 years that this large jump has happened, but it has always been so. But they're doing something right. But that ratio is the benchmark, and every of the other 13 corporations have such a proper ratio. 38,000 have 1,000 workers, 300 in health. Something wrong. And I've been asking for the figures. We have, and I'll let you know, our GSC meeting, Joint Select Committee meeting is in October, where we have to present our strategic plan. Mr. Demin sent it to me this week. We will ventilate it and go through it and come up with a plan. And I think we'll be one of the first or only corporations have a new plan, because of course some of them got called out early. They didn't have enough time to do their plan, so they had to go back with the previous council plan and try to tweak it. So I'm very proud that we will be able to have our plan. We will finalize that before we go in October. But one of the things we'll definitely be highlighting is the issues that we have with staffing. As we're talking, that September 8th is a huge day. As you know, I was on a couple of the mediums talking to the Minister of Finance, Larry Awai, with regards to not forgetting the Martin in his budget. And simple and normal as it is for this government, knee-jerk, reactive. The Port of Spain flood 2-3 times after 20 minutes, and they're pumping how much millions into the Port of Spain, and he's promised that. And I've asked, and I've been finalizing the pen a letter to send tomorrow to him, CCing the Minister of Local Government and the Prime Minister and the 3 MPs, that we really need the financing here in the government. And we really need it soon, so come January, we can really start to do the infrastructure work needed in the drains. One of the MPs went to Parliament and brought it up, and it was promised, again another promise, for $30 million in the government, which is a drop in the bucket. But again, we're taking what we could get. Let's see if we will follow through on that. In terms of the rainy season, we have, as far as I'm concerned, 4 more months to go: September, October, November. And I'll only breathe a sigh of relief come January 1st. As you recall, last December, St. Vincent and a couple other close islands flooded Christmas Eve. Major damage. So while we are doing okay so far, we still cannot drop the ball. We still have to continue cleaning with the resources that we have. We want to continue the meetings to keep on top of the team so that our councillors will be able to report what is being written in the paper is actually being done. So we want to start up those weekly drainage meetings to keep on top of it. And I really, really want to reiterate to the CEO that I want to say broker a deal, but we will promise that the workers, I know the department requested the workers in September that the 56 workers will be coming back to the system. And we also spoke about not waiting on the week before, but starting to get orientation, new tools, everything ready for them to start on the Monday of that day. I think it was the 15th, we said? Middle of the month, 15th of September, they'll be back. So the week before that, they'll know which team where they have to meet. So probably have a meeting before. They mustn't come the 15th and not meet to go home. 15th, they come in and go in where they're supposed to start with their boots, with their tools. But we really need to pick that up. Some I think it was Councillor Alonso spoke about the bush growing back in so many places it has. So with this 56 workers, we could finish off the last 4 months of the rainy season and see what we could do. Once they're on top of that as well, maybe we could get in some more workers to assist with the chickpea to go with the empty lots and so on. So we look at that come September 8th. Hopefully we do have hopefully we have a budget that will be suffice to do something similar to that. In terms of our next staff meeting, we're due to go back out. Right, so we'll be doing the next statutory meeting outside. We did Northeast, we did West, so we'll be in Central. We'll let you all know when that location is. Also, this month, September, we also have the next round table, which will be in Marval. Right, we also did Rock Corporate, we did West, now we have to go Northeast, trying to keep everything going. So, yeah, Northeast is next, which Marval, so we have to finalize the location, and as we said in the meeting, which was a fantastic idea, coordinated meeting that will invite some of the guests of the coordinated meeting, WASA, TNTech, Land Settlement, your favorite one, Vice Chair, who never come, Self-Help, CPEP, and so on, to come to the round table to answer some of the questions, because you notice a lot of the questions is pertaining around those questions. I want to thank everybody. I think I'll say it again. It was one of the best things that we as a council have done such thus far is the day of prayer. Right? And again, we went through our challenges. It was the first one. It's been suggested that we do it every quarter. So we're already starting plans for the second one for closer to the Christmas time. But the prayer will probably fall into the civic week time anyhow, which I'm very excited to see things are moving forward. CEO, please work with the chairman of that committee that we can really have a good civic week. And again, people are looking to us to vibes. I mean, I went to the Emancipation Walk, and the vibes that we got from people just excited to be out crossing the different borderlines that so-called young people call from Kobe to Bagatelle. We went to all those areas and we had no problems. I think it's something that is needed to vibe the place. Not just about the box drains and the paving, we need to bring back the positive vibes. And how many years was the last time we had a proper civic week? Some years as well, right? Some years well, we have not had one. And one of the things that I've started, the symposium, I want to stay short, even with the round table. When we go to these round tables, last time we had a number of the heads of departments there, and they're promising a lot of things. When we go to these round tables, we have to deliver on what you promise. If we cannot do it, telling people we can't do this, don't open up people and because the young people they say chain them up with talk. You have the money right now, we're looking at next year. But if you go out and you say you're going to do something this year, you have to deliver. Right, so please. The symposium, we had a number of issues that came up with the staff that we also have to follow up on. Because the mindset of people going into the symposium is, boy, it's always be a talk shop. We always come up, we do the same thing and nothing is done. So CEO, PIRO, a lot of issues came up. We discussed them in our strategic meeting. Let us try and deliver, especially with the OSHA and the equipment for the staff. Right? Let's ensure that we have that. I have started a Friday cook with some of the staff every Friday about with a different team. After we can sit down with them and just order some food or we cook. And to hear some of the problems, and the feedback has been fantastic so far. Council and staff was always invited. This tomorrow we'll be doing it. I think I spoke to Mr. Mirage about one of his teams. I did it with health, and I did it with our team in our Blue Range. We did it as a surprise. I think the next one will be in Marval tomorrow. I'll let you know. But you're all invited to come. Roti is curry chicken, it's but the main thing is after work and the workers give us some feedback some of the residents as well come around and talk to us and stuff like that. So I want us to finish the fiscal year strong. We have one more month. It'll be a year already that we've been pretty much here. Next year, fiscal calendar, when we get the budget, I think we have to be a little more frugal with regards to how we spend every month, because I don't want to scrape in as we scrape in at the end of this year. I know we inherited, which blew me away how we inherited that $250,000, I call it debt, that was used to politicize for the independence. Nevertheless, we have no, I can safely say, I don't think we'll be doing any Tobago this year, next year. I don't think that's necessary. I want to use that money to focus on the residents. We probably do something must scale down, right? We do have, so that's $500,000 that we're saving in between the independence event that they had and going to Tobago. Right? So we're starting off on a positive, then have to go back to the purchases. One of the things that the staff have been hearing, strange enough, is so weird when you hear from the teams in the field and the teams in the office, is because I know we have to start a plan for that pretty soon, is the Christmas dinner. A majority of the people out in the field are saying they prefer the vouchers. Yet when you speak to people in the office, they prefer the dinner. So it's something we have to decide soon because we have to book locations and stuff, and we'll talk about that in another meeting. So I just want to thank everybody. Have a happy and safe independence. Remain positive. Remain the vessel of hope for the 110,000 people that we have out there that we service, whether their race, their religion, their party they're involved in, and this goes to the staff as well. So work together. Let's continue and finish it fiscal year strong. Thank you. This meeting is now adjourned.